As we know, the iron-carbon diagram is an equilibrium diagram that assumes ideal condition, meaning that an infinite amount of time is available for the system to reach phase equilibrium. However, in particular heat treatment, we usually deal with non-equilibrium condition. Therefore, time becomes a critical parameter. But where is the rule of time in the iron-carbon diagram? In fact, time is not represented in the FEC diagram. To analyze the influence of time, we use time-temperature transformation diagrams, namely TTT and CCT diagrams. In TTT diagram, a sample is held at a constant temperature and phase transformation are observed over time. At constant temperature, isothermal condition, structures such as perlite and bainite can form. Martensite does not form under these conditions, as it results from rapid cooling without sufficient time for diffusion. But CCT diagram. In this case, the sample is continuously cooled at a controlled rate. Compared to the TTT diagram, the nodes of perlite formation shift to lower temperature. The CCT diagram provides unique information such as during continuous cooling, phases like ferrite or bainite may form before martensite appears. Retained austenite can become enriched with carbon, which lowers the martensitic transformation temperature. And auto-tempering. In low-carbon steels with a high MS temperature, in the temperature range between MS and approximately 200 centigrade, carbon's atoms have sufficient mobility to diffuse. As a result, martensite can undergo self-tempering, leading to formation of the fine carbides within the structure. And also, based on this diagram, multiple phases and multiple structures may be formed. Effect of cooling rate on microstructure. Slow cooling, formation of coarse perlite. Air cooling, formation of fine perlite. Oil quenching, formation of mixture of fine perlite plus martensite. And water quenching, mostly martensitic structure. And this dashed line is critical cooling rate. If the cooling rate exceeds the critical cooling rate, the fine structure will be almost entirely martensitic. Otherwise, phases such as perlite, bainite, or both may appear. Alloying elements categorized into two categories: austenite stabilizer and ferrite stabilizer. The austenite stabilizer like nickel, manganese, nitrogen, carbon. These elements expand the austenite region and stabilize it at lower temperature, such as austenite stainless steels. But ferrite stabilizer elements such as chromium, silicon, molybdenum, vanadium, these elements expand the ferrite region. But what is the effect of these elements on TTT diagram? In general, most alloying elements shift the TTT diagram to the right, meaning they slow down the transformation, except cobalt, which shifted to the left. But what is the influence of carbon content? Changing the carbon content in plain carbon steels alters the position of phase boundaries in the FC diagram. Low carbon steels are classified as hypereutectoid, while high carbon steels are hypereutectoid. Increasing carbon content lowers both the MS and MF temperature. MS is start of martensite formation temperature and MF is finish of martensite formation temperature, which making martensite formation more difficult. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you found this video useful.